we had discussed about cranial nerves in the peripheral nervous system, just a simple introduction. Now we are going to see individually each nerve of the cranial nerves, that is 12 nerves which originate from the brain and then they innervate different parts of the body. We are going to see the name of individual nerve, that is from where it originates in the brain and where it goes in the body, what is its function, whether it is sensory or it is motor in its function or whether it is mixed, we are going to see. So one by one we will see each of them. What we see over here is that green part is this green lines, as you can see, they are representing the sensory function of the nerve, while if it is represented in this violet or purple color, it is going to be the motor fiber that is being transmitting the information or taking it to the respective organ. Now what we have is, first two nerves are olfactory nerve and optic nerve. Olfactory is used for nose and optic is used for eye, and both these being sensory, that means they would take up those stimulus which would be coming to the particular organ. And as you can see, olfactory starts from the olfactory bulb of the brain, and this optic sensory nerve is from the near the optic chiasma, that is again optic part. Then we come to the third one, that is oculomotor nerve. Okay, oculomotor, you know, it is in the name itself, it is motor nerve, so you can make it out that it is going to take the signal to the eye muscles. Okay, all eye muscles except those which are supplied by fourth and sixth nerve. Now we are going to see what is the fourth nerve. Fourth nerve is the trochlear nerve. Trochlear is again a motor nerve, and it is going to come to the superior oblique muscles of the eyeball, alright, which are responsible for accommodation that is done by the lens. And the sixth one is abducens motor, which is again responsible for external muscles of the eye. So these I would say 2, 3, 4 and 6. These cranial nerves have lot to do with the eyeball. Now only the third, that is the second one, takes up the sensory signal. Rest all are responsible for taking up whatever processing has been done in the brain to the eyeballs, okay, and in order to make a better image. Now we come to the fifth one, that is trigeminal. Now as you can see, trigeminal has 3 innervations, but all of them are sensory. So what that would be, trigeminal would be going to face, teeth, sinuses, etc., eyes also of course, and its function is what? Its function is to take up sensory signals from here. It also has motor functions, and for that it has the innervation of mastication muscles which are present in our mouth. Now moving further, what we have next is the sixth one. Sixth we have already done, that is the abducens. Now we come to the seventh cranial nerve, that is facial nerve, and facial nerve happens to be motor. The name suggests that it is going to deal with the face muscles. Moving further, we have eighth one, that is the vestibulocochlear. Now we are going to do this ear part later on, but for now you need to remember that vestibulocochlear sensory nerve is the one which is present inside the internal ear of our body, and that internal ear is responsible for maintaining the balance as well as it is responsible for hearing. So because these parts are somewhat taking up the stimulus, so these nerves would be sensory, and this one is the eighth cranial nerve. Moving further, which one is the ninth one? Ninth one is a mixed nerve, that is the glossopharyngeal. Now pharyngeal, it has something to do with pharynx, and it is both motor and sensory. The motor part is pharyngeal musculature, while sensory is the posterior part of tongue, tonsils and pharynx for taking up the taste and smell stimulus. Now coming to the 10th one, 10th one is the vagus, and this is what is the vagus doing. Vagus has lot of things to do with our visceral organs, whether it be our lungs, whether it be our alimentary canal. It is basically dealing with the alimentary canal, gut part, that is heart, lungs, bronchi, gut and rest of the parts. So the internal organs are taken care of by vagus. It is a motor nerve, and it is a sensory nerve as well. That means it is having mixed function. heart, lungs, bronchi, trachea, larynx, pharynx. As you can see, almost all the internal organs are being represented and taken care of by vagus. Now coming to the next one, that is accessory motor nerve. It is a motor nerve typically, that is the 11th cranial nerve. It is responsible for taking care of the muscles which are present over here, as you can see over here. This is again responsible for posture making. And last one is the hypoglossal, that is hypoglossal cranial nerve. Whatever you speak, whatever you are speaking, whatever I am speaking, hypoglossal is taking care of that. With this, I am going to stop the function of hypoglossal now, because we are done with cranial nerves.